Okie dokie, everybody. So we are going to go through the basic setup of Placester. Everyone will log into your KW, mykw.kw.com. And then once you're on this page, we're going to hover over technology at the top. And then you're going to go down to KW websites and click on that. Here is where you would click on Go to My Website. If it does not appear, do not worry. It could be that if you have not joined MLS yet, it hasn't been built yet, or it could be that you have just joined MLS and it's still being built. So we're going to click on Go to My Website. This takes us to what's called the back end of your website. This is where you would do all of your edits. So if I click on View Live Site right here, this takes me to what the live site looks like currently. So I encourage you all to do this to see what you're working with, to see what you want to change, what you want to play with. Okay, so now let's go back to Placester. We're going to click on Edit Site. This takes us to the site settings page, and we're just going to go through each of these settings together. IDX and global filters, do not worry about. You can really mess up your site if you start playing around too much with these. These are ones that our staff will handle for you. The only thing to note, if you, for some reason, if your listings are not pulling at all from MLS, the search bar at all is not pulling, you're not allowed to search MLS, that is something, just give us a call. We'll double check this IDX for you, okay? Now we're going to click on Featured Listings. Featured listings are the listings that pull up on the home page of your site. Most people want to put a filter on them, so that's where you would do this here. You'll notice a tab for specific listings as well. The problem with using the specific listings tab is that so some people use this to only show their own listings, which is fine, but you will constantly have to go in to update these. So my suggestion is keep it general, and then you don't really have to worry about it. So then here, you'll notice you can add search criteria. So you would click here, decide what your criteria, what your filters or so would be. So here you'll notice we have zip code, we have minimum price and maximum price. So go ahead and pick the filters that you would like and fill in what you would like those filters to be. Default sort. This is something super important. Everyone needs to have it days on site, newest. People care about the newest to the market. So make sure that says newest on site. Okay, so now we're going to save this before we exit out. And then we're going to click on theme selection. So when you click on theme selection, this is the fun part. It takes you to picking the colors and layout of your site. Do not pay attention to the pictures in the middle. Those can be changed in a different area that we will get to. So go ahead and thumb through some of these. Pick which one you think would suit your business best. Pick your colors down here. And then click on Save once you have the one that you would like. I'm clicking on Dismiss because I already have the one that I would like. So once I go back to my live site, and if I were to refresh the page, you can then see what the new layout looks like. And then go back and change it until you have the one that you want. Now we're going to go to Slideshow. Slideshow is where you choose your pictures for your website. So you'll notice there are some that these ones are custom ones you can do by clicking on the plus sign and creating your own and uploading pictures from your computer. Okay? Or, kicked me out, sorry. Or you can choose the ones that are already pre-created for you. And you can thumb through them with these arrows. Now say you like this one, but there's a couple that you want to change. You would just select this one and then upload the pictures that you would like to replace from your computer. Okay? And make sure when you're done and you have selected the one that you want, you click on Save. Again, I already have mine, so I'm going to click on Dismiss. The next one you'll notice is featured content. This one is new. I would not worry about this one. We will come back to this one at a later date. So certifications, this is where you would choose any additional certifications that you have earned as a realtor. You'll notice there's no write-in option. It's got to be one of these logos. Okay? So then the next thing is social networks. So you'll see Facebook, Instagram. Those are the two main ones, and then any of the others that you would like to feature on your site, you are welcome to do. For example, I just want to show you how to find your profile page URL. So Facebook, if you were to go to your Facebook, it is the username right here that goes after the backslash, and it also pulls up in that URL when you are on your page. Okay? Now, some sites vary, so if you have any questions about that, please reach out. And when you're done, click on Save. So then the next thing is going to be Search Form. This gives you the opportunity to choose how your customers or site visitors would search the MLS. I highly recommend you to leave this as open as possible, just because sometimes people get very overwhelmed by having to fill out a bunch of boxes, okay? And why mess up something that's not broken? So now we're going to go back to the next one, Menu. This is where you would choose the pages that you would like on your site. This is not to be confused with creating a page. That will be in a later video on how to create a page. This is simply pages that are already created that you would like to put on your menu or arrange your menu. Okay? So we're going to click on Save. The next one is Site Info. This one is very important. This is the one that has your contact information. So please make sure to double check your contact information, your headshot, all of the office information. And then once you have that all good to go, and if you would like a new logo, say that doesn't have a white background, just shoot me a quick email and I can send you those logos. Okay? So once you do that, we're going to click on Save. Look at that. We are breezing through this, guys. Breezing through it. Okay, so the next thing is language. I highly encourage y'all to just leave it on English. There's not really that many options. There's also not a great option for them choosing their own language if need be. So I would just leave the language on the default, which would be English. Lead capture. So you have two possible options, passive and aggressive. My recommendation is to leave it on passive because people that visit your site then can fill out the contact form at any point. It does not keep them from looking at pictures like aggressive would. And people are going to find the information regardless. So please make sure to leave it on passive to keep people on your site longer, which boosts your SEO. Okay. So then we're going to look at custom domain. This is one that I highly encourage you guys. If you want to get a custom domain through GoDaddy, absolutely go for it. It's a fun way to brand yourself for sure. However, if you do this, please enlist my help to make sure that we get it hooked up properly. I have a couple videos I can send you, or we can sit down and do it together. Now the last three, I again would not worry about. These are not something that you guys really need to focus on. Search engine optimization, meaning how high your site is on Google searches, is mostly dependent upon traffic and how long people stay on your site. So if you're doing your job of adding content and pushing the site out, then it's going to naturally boost itself. Okay? So that is the site settings page. And then that, if you have finished and completed that, you are good to launch your site because the basics and the bones of your site are completed. And please stay tuned for later videos on pages, blog posts, testimonials, and areas.